So here we are in what we call the social district. This is where hundreds of players can come together just to hang out and basically spend a lot of time on things like the customization features in the game. So you see here basically booths that they can use, which access what we call different customization studios. So one of the first ones that we can go to over here, for example, is the actual persona customization, the actual the body of the character itself. So here you can see the character that we created in all her glory. And you have an amazing amount of customization details in here. You can add weight to the character, take weight off, or the clothing automatically morphs, etc. The eyes, the face, you can change the skin tones. You can just go down to an unprecedented level of detail with this to create exactly the kind of character you want. So the height there. You could probably go into something, maybe look at the face a little bit more. So in terms of applying scars, for example, as a scar, you can then age the scar. Even affects the iris of the eye as it goes across it. So it's just a tremendous amount of detail that you can add. So from there, we'll jump into one of the other customization studios. We can go and have a look at the clothing one here. So there's literally thousands of items of clothing in the game, but the real power is really when you start to customize each individual clothing. So what started off here was probably as a very, very plain pair of trousers. I mean, given a very unique look, this kind of snakeskin type of look, and that was really created by the players. We look very carefully at fashion, so for example you can layer clothing. You can say, for example, like here I just want to change one glove, I want my shirt hanging out of my trousers rather than tucked in. So we made it so that you can really mix and match any style of clothing to get exactly the kind of fashion look that you want. You can see things like the kind of the beanie cap there that completely works with all the hairstyles. You don't have to worry about any kind of piece of clothing not working with anything else in the game. It's a very unique system that way. And once you start to create all these looks, you can completely save them as a whole wardrobe. So depending when you log into the game, what kind of how you feel like dressing, you can switch out a complete wardrobe. All these creations and everything in the game, such as weapons, clothing, everything you create, everything you earn. We have a full auction house system in the game as well, so players can decide, maybe they've already got one of these items, or they've created something very, very cool, like a highly customizable car. They can try and sell that then to other players. So that's something that's very, very different. It's definitely something you see typically in online games like RPGs, but not so much in the kind of the action-based multiplayer games that are out just now. In terms of things like, we can probably go up and have a look at the things like the vehicle customization. In these districts, we also have what we call display points. So if you create something very cool, you can actually put it on display with a for sale sign on it and try and persuade other players, to buy your cool customized vehicles or clothing. So this is the vehicle that we saw the character driving earlier on. So all the custom paintwork and the decals, things like the blood roses up the side, all of that was created by the players using the customization system. So as you can see, she's got some other ones she's been playing around with, so tremendous detail. You can basically get lots of tune-up parts as well, spoilers, new wheels, you can upgrade your stereo to make it louder, bull bars. So just in itself, just purely the vehicle component about customizing vehicles, driving vehicles, playing music from vehicles. We've tried to just set a new bar on everything we do in this game in terms of customization and engaging the player to create exactly what they want. So we like to feel this is kind of the crafting of online games taken to a new level. So it's very, very skillful. It's not just about picking and choosing and trying to make a mashup of other things. We even did the same with the audio. Though we have this great Last.fm technology, we actually went a step further and added effectively this kind of sequencer, this MIDI sequencer, so players can actually create their own music tracks. They can be just 15-second little things, or 3-minute compositions in terms of complete records. Once again, these can be attached to many items in the game: death themes, sirens on vehicles, just music tracks they want to play from their vehicle. So a full music customization system built into the game as well. Within these social districts as well, we have things like statues. So if you really want to become famous in the game and you win one of maybe the daily or the weekly leagues, the game actually erects statues in your honor within these social districts for every other player in the game to see. So they're obviously very, very prestigious, very, very difficult to attain. But we do have many, many, many kinds of leagues in the game. So we're pretty sure that there's something there for everybody depending on how you like to play. Some of those are clan-based leagues, just personal character-based leagues. And it basically erects statues as and when you won the league, as exactly how you looked. That gives you an overview of where we are with APB. Hopefully, people will see it's very unique, a very unique take on doing something persistent in the online space. We're in closed beta right now. We have been for a while, getting great feedback from players. So we're just fine-tuning all the systems, and providing all goes well, we're still on target for a release in the second quarter of this year. So hope to see many of you in the streets of São Paulo soon.